What's up, family?
Yo.
Welcome to the Mental Game Podcast, man.
Yeah, man.
It's been a crazy one, but we here to talk about storms, man.
Yeah, we just had a couple of them this week.
Yeah, finally, man.
I know, right? Bro, it rained like 2-3 times this week.
Yes, indeed.
My grass is finally turning back green.
I know, mine too.
Yeah.
Mine too, man.
Thank goodness.
I wasn't one of the people that got out there and watered the grass.
Well, we was under a water ordinance.
Yeah, we were.
You know what I'm saying?
So, water and electricity.
Yeah.
Like, don't use it.
Yeah.
But
we was lighting candles and stuff.
Yeah, we was lighting candles and what else? I don't know. We'll talk about it right now.
No doubt.
Life's a mental game. Need the right mentality to survive, man.
To what?
Welcome.
To what?
Survive.
To survive.
Man, welcome, man. It seems like this couch in my either I'm getting heavier or
you getting heavier, dog. Sorry.
Man, look, though. Don't talk about me on camera.
Sorry,
they say the camera had 10 pounds.
Yeah,
man.
heavy as the head, bro.
Yeah,
heavy as the head,
yeah, you're
bro.
right. You're right. Wear that motherfucker well, too.
Yeah, man.
Excuse my French, man.
Yeah, man. Top 4%, huh?
Yeah, I've been recognized as the again, this was week 2.
Yeah.
2 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Got recognized the top 4% content rising. They call it the rising creator thing. So I'm in the top 4%. I just told my brother, we were talking about it earlier. I want to be in the top 1% of content creators.
Right.
On this thing we call social media.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just putting out content, man. Just putting out what I feel I should.
Well, that's all you can do, man.
Absolutely.
I mean, just put it out there, dude. It's gonna catch.
Oh, for sure.
It's gonna catch.
It's catching. It's just slowly. But we in the microwave era. We in the era of TikTok, and people people in the podcast, but everybody likes the short, sweet stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't think my particular podcast is like for anything in like the intellectual or anything like that. I just like regular people trying to and that's what I make it for, just trying to get regular people to get their minds right.
Yeah, navigate and to navigate through life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because I'm seeing more people come out with podcasts with mental in the name. I'm like, dang, wow, interesting.
Yeah, so I've definitely been an inspiration to some, if not all.
If not all.
As soon as I started the clothing brand, I sent y'all the picture.
Yeah,
I automatically already got copycatted.
Oh,
So,
yeah. I
so
remember sending you that. I'm like, really, bro?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
all right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to be an inspiration. Well, give me my credit, golly.
Yeah,
man.
for real. Yeah.
But how was your week, man? How's everything?
My week was good. It started off kind of slow, but it picked up at the end of it. I had to go to Batesville, Arkansas, and do a drop swap. So I brought it empty out to Batesville, and brought a loaded trailer back. Only problem was I had to drive at night.
Ooh, yeah, I hate driving at night.
I don't like driving at night, but I love it.
Because there's no traffic.
No traffic. You know how fast I got. Normally, when I'm going to Batesville, especially during the day, I get to Batesville with maybe an hour
left on your log.
Yeah, but when you go in the middle of the night, I got up there with 2 hours left.
Oh man, so it saves you an hour driving at night. That's crazy.
Yeah. Peace and quiet. Nobody's on the road, and the lights are green,
right?
And they stay green for a long time.
Yeah, so the sensors ain't picking up other cars.
Right. So that's the only benefit of driving at night for me. But I like to be sleeping at night.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how my body's wired.
Well, really, man, really and truly, shout out to Dr. Sebi, Culture Connection, all of the people that have started the movement on holistic health and all that other stuff.
Layla Africa is another one. Yeah. Man, that brother, and he passed away as well. And it was a female doctor, too, that I believe she's still alive. But there's a lot of them. I think Queen of Four, she's one that is holistic health.
Well, there's a lot of people. There's this new guy, man. He goes in the grocery store and actually, he said he wears a shirt. I forget his name. He says, "Read the labels." But the brother's right. But no, shout out to them for like just unveiling all this, health medicine, because that's one of the reasons Dr. Sebi got off in the first place. Because he's like, is it a crime to tell people to eat right? For them to heal themselves. The medicine is in the food.
Right.
But I say that to say, shout out to them for unveiling all of this stuff. Your body, I mean, you're supposed to be sleeping at night. Your body has a biological clock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like they always tell that to women when they trying to get pregnant, but everybody has a biological clock.
Yes. Circadian rhythm or something like that. Yeah.
And you're supposed to be eating at a certain time, and you're supposed to be sleeping at a certain time. You're supposed to be resting at a certain time.
True.
But the way society and the world works now, unfortunately, you got to do what you got to do.
It's difficult, but I tell you what. I remember watching Jameis Winston, a video with Jameis Winston, where he changed his diet. Shout out to Jameis. He did something where he didn't eat after 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. And that's tough, man. That's tough.
But that's how he lost weight.
Mm-hmm.
I tried that. I did that for a couple months.
Well, it's actually called intermittent fasting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You eat within so many hours. I know a lot of people do 10 and 10.
Yeah.
A lot of people do 8 and 16.
Mm-hmm.
You eat in those 8 hours and you fast for 16 hours.
Yeah.
I tried it. I actually felt like I had a little more, but it's just hard, man.
It is.
It makes you more like you.
It does.
Like the more time you do, the hungrier you are.
Yeah, that's true.
And man, dude, like my hunger, I'm just gorging, trying to.
Yeah, I know.
And I hate going in the store and.
That's on one an empty stomach.
Yeah, man, that's like the worst thing to do, man.
It is.
You go in there cause you That's why I like to go grocery shopping after I done ate. Because if I go grocery shopping when I'm hungry, dude.
Oh, yeah, you buying up the whole store.
Exactly, man.
I'm buying up the whole store.
Man, that'd be good. I'm picking up all this bad stuff, you know what I'm saying? Instead of picking up the good stuff. So,
yeah.
But before we really get into it.
Go ahead.
I want to give out the mental game of the week.
Sure, go ahead.
Of the day. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows we shoot on Saturdays, Sundays, and maybe Friday. We might shoot. And, this episode comes out on a Mental Monday. The mental game of the week, man. I want y'all to take this with you. I want y'all to hear this, man. Because some people really out here just, doing some weird stuff and doing some, some stuff that's kind of making you kind of turn your head. But the mental game is don't be out here getting hit and not learning from the hurt. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out here, and you know what I'm saying. I know that I've heard of cartoons, TV shows. It's like doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. That's the definition of insanity.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. So
I like that though.
Don't y'all be out here getting hit and not learning from the hurt, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got at some point in time, y'all got to stop wanting to get hit. You know what I'm saying? You keep getting hit because you keep doing the same thing.
Well, unfortunately for some of us, our psyches are so fricassee that we don't. How can I put it? We like to get hit. We don't care about the hurt because the hurt is a representation of the feeling.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I remember watching Hustle and Flow. I understand it's a movie. I understand it might not be the best representation of a black family.
Right.
But
I'm surprised you put the family tag on.
Right.
That.
Well, I mean, you're
doing this.
Yeah,
I'm reaching. This.
Yeah, I'm reaching. Yeah, go ahead, hit the reach button. Reach. But him and Terrence Howard character and his old girl. I keep forgetting her name, but she's a very talented actress. But she always Not Taraji. It's another one. She always plays these.
Oh yeah,
okay. You know, she always plays kind of like the same type of character, but she's a very talented woman,
right,
black woman, and you know he was spending time with his son. She didn't like it, so she started causing all these different type of problems, and he finally, and he got up in her face. What's wrong with you? And she just was waiting on him to hit her. Just waiting on him. Man, he was like, I'm not going to do that. She didn't understand why she didn't get hit. Because in her mind, her getting hit was the representation of him loving her.
Paula Jai Parker. I think that's the lady you're talking about.
You got a picture of her?
Yes, I do.
So...
Yeah, this is the new thing I'm doing on the podcast.
Oh, whenever we come up on, you fact checking.
Whenever we come up on a reference,
yep, that's her. That's her.
Yeah. So whenever we come up on, I got this. I wouldn't call it a new tool, my iPad. You know what I'm saying? I finally got it functional to where I can.
Oh, really?
Thing. I just like to I don't like. What I don't like to do, I don't like to not give somebody their credit. If we talking about them, I want them to be recognized. And I want you to, you the people that's listening, here to go check them out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody that probably listens to my podcast probably done seen Hustle and Flow and probably knows exactly who you're talking about. I knew exactly who you're talking about as soon as you said it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So her name is Paula Jai Parker.
Okay.
And she always does, I don't know, she been on DJ Vlad and all that,
Yeah, I seen on DJ
Vlad. Many other, other movies. She been in Sprung,
Sprung.
My Baby's Daddy.
Sprung. Yeah. I like the movie Sprung by Rusty Cundiff. Shout out to Rusty Cundiff. Man, he was one of those guys, out of California. Him and F. Gary Gray, back in the 90s, young brothers coming up in the game. He did Fear of a Black Hat. You had CB4 and you had Fear of a Black Hat. So, and they were both spoofs of the California hip hop scene.
For those of y'all that don't know what a spoof is, man, it's basically like a remake of a comedy remake. Of an original movie.
Yeah. CB4 was
a lot of
good.
people don't know. A lot of people not,
right.
A lot of people not privy on
right. So CB4 went to the movie theaters, and Fear of a Black Hat was more of, you caught it on Showtime.
Oh, okay.
12 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if. No, it didn't have all of that in it.
About to say all that.
That was Cinemax. But it was one of those movies that you watched, kind of like Hollywood Shuffle back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't know Hollywood Shuffle existed until we saw it on HBO.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Mark on that one. Because I remember him. I used to go to, man, I don't know. Marcus, he was that. When Friday hit, it's like Marcus used to tap into battery reserves. Marcus used to stay up till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, just watching movies. I would tap out by 12. By 12, I was tapped out. But I remember waking up. He said, "Man, they got this movie I want you to watch." So what's the name of it? Man, I don't know the name of it, but man, it's some kind of way he recorded it halfway through.
Okay.
And we watched it, and we finally figured out the name of it, Hollywood Shuffle. We was like, "Oh my God," we watched it.
But that was a gem, dude. Hilarious. Like, I try to get people my age and younger to watch that movie.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of these movies now, with all the movies that we have, in our catalogs now. Yeah. Some movies back then are like so out of touch.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But they still speak to current situations and what people are currently doing, going through and stuff like that.
That ought to tell you something. I mean, people may look at Hollywood Shuffle as being dated, but a lot of stuff that was going on back then is still going on now.
Well, it's just like what's that movie with Jamie Foxx? Any Given Sunday?
Yes, yeah.
Everything that dude said, everything that Jamie said in that movie, it's like, man, that's still going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now, like
exactly.
Nothing changed. And this movie came out, and when in the Given Sunday?
99, 2000. I want to say.
I'll fact check it, but
I'm sorry.
Nah, you good. Nah, but back to what you were saying about that situation, the family dynamic in Hustle and Flow. relating it to the don't be out here getting hit.
Right. A lot of us want to get hit so we can feel the hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is we revel in the hurt instead of remembering how we got hit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Remember how not to get hit again.
And remembering how not to get hit again.
Right.
So a lot of us, we revel in the hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I like that. I like that mental game of the week, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man.
That's a deep thing, man. I mean, a lot. Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man, shoot. I mean, like, everything that I've done, man, is all about. And I mean, you could overdo it. You could I think sometimes it's one of those. Too much of a good thing is a bad thing.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? You could overdo it, but I'm a firm believer. I mean, everything I have, everything that I've gained, it's all learning. You gotta learn. You know what I'm saying? Making these adjustments is learning.
Yes.
If you're not making these adjustments to, saying the stuff that's happening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can understand putting a wall up, in certain situations, but yeah, I think I just had a brain for it.
Your brain stay falling,
man.
Boy.
It's been a busy week, man. Yeah. This week, this week, man, I fell off. I didn't fall off my bike. I was riding my bike into work, and caught a soft patch of gravel.
Yeah.
When I was making a turn, I shouldn't have been leaning. I probably was coming in a little too hot.
Okay.
My bike hit a soft patch of gravel and, slid, that back tire slid out, so I landed on the side, cracked the stator case. For those that don't know, it's a little case that, it's a part of your clutch.
Okay.
It's called a clutch. It's really the whole thing is called a clutch case, but, your stator's in there and other various parts are in there. But I cracked that and all my oil came out. Boy. Yeah, so
how'd you get home?
I'm gonna get to that.
Okay.
I'm gonna get to that. Man, what upset me, man? What upset me is a couple of I had one coworker. He's the production supervisor at my job. He rolled by and saw me, rolled his window down. You all right? I told him he was all right. And he went into work. I had another coworker that just rolled by me. Didn't do nothing. I'm out there trying to see what's going on with my bike. Obviously something's wrong. He just drives past me. At this time I had already called Sam and Don and let them know what happened. Hey, because we had a meeting that day. I'm like, hey, if I'm late for the meeting, let them know.
Yeah.
This, that, and other. So, but I finally got, with motorcycles, they have like a built-in shut-off when they turn over.
Yeah.
When they turn, go on their side. So I had to wait a little bit before I could turn the key and put the bike in neutral so I can roll it to where I needed it to go.
Right.
As soon as I hit that corner, man, Don, Sam wasn't at work yet. He was on his way. He was about to be on his way into work. Man, by the time I hit that corner, Don was right. He was coming in hot. And helped me roll the bike all the way into the fence. And, you know what I'm saying? So Don, everybody know Don. Don going to be on the show next week.
Oh, good. That's
Don's pretty solid, man.
Don is solid.
But that kind of ticked me off, man, because I was like, and, you know what I'm saying? It brings me to another thing, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just got to realize, the solid people y'all have in y'all life, man.
Well, let me ask you this real quick. I don't mean to cut you with.
What you got?
So the guy that rolled his window down. So who were you more bothered by? The guy that rolled his window down, as if you was all right, and then rolled off, or the guy that you knew that you saw? Possibly he saw you, possibly he didn't. That just drove straight past you.
Oh, the one that drove straight past me didn't acknowledge me at all. You know what I'm saying? But I know him. We co-workers. Y'all
got rapport.
We supposed to.
Not anymore.
Yeah, of course not. You know what I'm saying? So, Mama always told me high and by don't cost you nothing. I'm still high and by, but I'm like,
that's true.
I can't do that.
That's true. That's true. Well, if I'm in a slow area and I see a truck on the side of the road, I'll slow down and check on him. Hey, driver, you good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. All right. Just making sure.
Yeah.
So, and I've had some do that to me, slow down. Hey, man, you all right? Yeah, I'm good. Because the indication is we put our 4-ways on. So yeah. I mean, but some of them you don't do it.
Yeah.
Just depends on the situation.
Said the key thing is slow.
Yeah, in the slow area.
Slow area. Slow area. You can't just be out here slowing. For everybody, especially how these people drive.
Right, exactly.
But
that's unfortunate though.
Yeah, man. But it happens. It happens. But I'm glad it sounds bad, but it wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? I had my frame sliders on that Don told me to put on there. They did their job. You know what I'm saying? They kept me from busting up the fairings too bad. You know what I'm saying? Because that frame slider sticks out.
Yeah.
And kind of acts like a little barrier protection.
Right.
So, thankfully I only cracked the stator case, and I bought the part. The part wasn't that much.
Okay.
So, the bike's at Don's house right now. Don's helping me. Don gonna help me get it together. So shout out to Don, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Don, man.
How I got it home, I had T bring the truck. And that's a funny story in itself. Because, my truck,
that's a pretty big joke.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And can you imagine T driving that truck, little old T driving that truck?
She had to get a booster seat,
yeah, man. I told her, I said, look, go knock on the, go knock next door and see if the neighbors got a phone book.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? She drove her and she got her brother Ray to get his car and follow them to the plant, and she rode back with Ray, man. Right. Shout out to Terica and Ray, man.
Yeah, man.
Helped me out, coming through in the clutch for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ray, he the one that be cutting the grass.
Yeah, right? Ray.
That's my dude. That dude cool as a fan.
Yeah, man. So shout out to them, man. Don, Terica, Ray, man. Absolutely. I appreciate y'all to the highest degree.
Yeah,
helped me out. That made me, because I was like, I didn't have to stress about it, because obviously, if I would have had to, I would have lost money. I would have had to leave work and go do it, or Uber to get my truck and come back. So appreciate them doing that for me. And Don helped me get the bike on the truck. And I bought the bike to his house. He helped me get it off. He said, don't worry about it, man. We're going to get it back up and running, man.
Yeah.
That's how my week was. That was the pinnacle. I guess that's the high point. That, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really have any trouble.
Well, that's good, man. I'm glad.
It was pretty decent from there. Yeah. Everything kind of went. You know what I'm saying? I like weeks like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when people mess with me.
Yeah.
They leave me alone.
Yeah.
Let me do this, let me do that. And I'm good. You know what I mean?
Well, my week started on Sunday. So
yeah.
Yeah, I had to go play caretaker.
Yeah, you go put your little doctor. What's that? You remember in the old sitcoms, dude? They used to have the doctor had a little thing with the metal thing on it. Nobody knows. Nobody remembers that, man.
The little makeshift stethoscope.
Yeah.
I had to, make sure mine she wasn't feeling too good.
Right.
I remember because I called her Sunday because I was gonna go over there and I was actually. Gonna watch some football with her.
And I called you, and that's how I found out something was up. I woke up late that day too.
Yeah, she wasn't feeling too good, so I had to go over there. I had to took her to the hospital just to make sure she was straight. She wasn't feeling too good, so I stayed over there Sunday, all day Sunday. Slept over there, got up in the morning, in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Checked on her. And, made sure she was straight, gave her some Tylenol to take and stuff like that. So doing little small things. And everybody was calling, you know what I'm saying? Just was, I don't know, man. But just staying over by Mama house, man, brought me back to, Baltimore, Maryland, bro. Yeah, I was in heaven, man. Watching TV, watching movies, cracking jokes. Watching Maury.
Yeah.
Oh man. We me and her arguing over who the daddy was. And, we always did that. And but I left Tuesday. I made sure she was good. So she said she was feeling better. Strength was coming back. So that's all. That's all I did. That was my Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Left out and went to Batesville. Came on back. and brought the rain with me.
Oh man, yeah, appreciate that, man.
No problem.
He went out there to Batesville. He went out there to Batesville, started rain dancing.
Yeah, anything I can do to help.
Looked up, got in the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a little weather thing out the window.
The rain wrangler. Yeah. Nah, man. I talked to mama this week too. Yeah. Man. I told her what happened. She like, but you need to put a for sale sign on that bike. I said, no, mama. That's the real test. If I get up and get back on it, that means it's meant for me.
Right.
I'm trying to tell her. But hey, man, let's get into these questions.
Go ahead, man. What you got for me, dude?
To these questions, man. I got some good ones. I don't think I'm gonna stump you this week.
No knuckleball, no curveball, no sliders.
No, straight up speed.
Straight up speed.
Yeah,
oh wow. Okay, fastballs. Okay, what you got? What you got, man? What you got?
All right. Have you updated your bucket list?
Believe it or not, I don't have one.
You don't have a bucket list?
I do not have a bucket list.
You didn't check all it off?
No, I don't have a bucket list.
Don't have
a bucket list. Well, you know what? I don't have a bucket list, but I do want to do at least one thing before I go on to the next mission.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to go skydiving one time.
Oh,
real life skydiving one time.
Oh man,
one time. I don't want to do anything else. I don't want to get out and go ice fishing. I don't want to do none of that crazy madness. I just want to go skydiving. Yeah, I just want to go skydiving. That's it.
I can't do it, man.
You know what? When we went to South Padre Island, I got a little bit of taste of it.
Oh, by doing the
parasailing. Yeah, and I think that the guy that was driving the boat, I think he was messing with us because he would stop the boat and you could feel the wind pulling and it coming down, and he just kept stopping the boat, then taking a turn. Like, all right, you little son of a, come on now. So, but we were high up, man. I was, let's see, 13-story building.
Mm-hmm.
I could see the top of it.
Okay. Yeah, you was pretty
high up.
Damn,
yeah, we was high up.
Heck yeah. Virtually a story is like anywhere from 8 to 10 feet.
Yeah.
So 13 times 10,
130.
About 130 feet in the air. Plus. If you can see the top of the building.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I've always been one of them people that's like, man, why would you jump out of a perfectly good plane? I mean, it's like this mug is pretty solid, man. Why would I jump out of this thing? It's not rickety. There's no screws are falling out or anything like that. I'm like, why would I jump out of this mud? I'm like, yeah, man. I don't know, dog.
That's what I want to do, man.
Look, I'll tell you what. If you do it, I'll do it. If you do it, I'll do it. I mean, I've always been the daredevil of the family.
Yes, you have.
You know what I'm saying? I've always, I don't care what kind of roller coaster it is. I get on it. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of roller coasters, y'all set me up.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh man, quick story, everybody. Me, Mama, Kimberly, and Aaron, one summer vacation out there in Baltimore. We drove to Virginia, right?
I believe so.
To go to Paramount Kings Dominion, man.
Shout out to
Paramount Kings Dominion, man. Mm-hmm. We went there, man, and it's crazy. It was a setup to it, man. We first walked in the park, man, and you see this big old mountain, aka volcano, and it was a theme park ride. You see the people go through. It's like they come out the top of the volcano, they pass through, and all of a sudden the volcano erupts flames. Me and Kimberly look up at it. It turned back to Mama and Aaron and started smiling. It was like, we gotta get on that. And Aaron was like, nope. And Mama of course was like double nope. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but we had a ways to go before we got to that ride. So we got to ride and other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We was watching the commercials. The commercials of it would come on in Baltimore. So we went and got on that other stuff. So we got closer and closer and closer to the volcano ride. Man, we got on there and we was like, we wanted to go. And we looked at Mama. He was like, Mama, can we go on there? And I forget what Mama said. But really all the attention was on you because it was like, because Mama like put all the pressure on you. She was well, they can't go by themselves. And then we turned to Aaron, we put the puppy dogs on him, man. And and we got Aaron to get on the ride. And and it's funny to me, dog, just because of how the mug took off, man. Oh, and when it started off all slow, and then it took off, and then in that moment when it was going slow, Aaron was like, "Oh, well, that's not. Oh, well, I guess this not so bad." Shoo, it took off.
Man.
All you was, ah! And it's
Yeah,
crazy, man. To this day, man, I just keep I remember the sound you made, man, when we got to the end of the ride, we stopped. You was like, ah, ah. And it's funny because, man, I took Amaya, and when we took Amaya and Kayla to Universal Studios, and I made them get on the Velocicoaster.
Oh my god!
After it was all said and done, after that ride, man, Amaya was making that same noise. So that's funny to me, man. So that was very, very, very funny. Like I can't even, man.
Y'all set me up.
Yeah,
man.
We did. We was appreciative, man. We got to ride. We got to get on that ride.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, we had fun.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. As far as me and my bucket list, I think I got too much on there. I had too much stuff, and I don't like that. I feel like I'm just doing too much, and I'm not, I'm not sitting and
breathing.
Yes, well, sitting and breathing. I'm not sitting and I'm not focusing on it. It's like, man, I'm doing all this running. I'm not even focusing. I'm not even checking anything off of my bucket list.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like I have it written down anywhere. I mean, every time I talk about something, like, oh yeah, I want to do that.
I've been telling you that though, bro. You need to stop and breathe, stop and smell the roses, dude.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I just be trying to you just nowadays, man, you just get so focused in the game and playing the game and just trying to make it doing something.
Right.
I
agree. I understand.
Working on your legacy, so to speak. Mm-hmm. What you leave behind. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I know everybody talks about, well, you can't take it with you, but I want to leave something behind. You know what I'm saying? I want to, not whether it's, but I want to leave behind generational wealth. I want to leave behind a good tally of the man that I am. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
A good measurement of the man that I am. I like, what I'm saying, I would, not saying I want, but I would appreciate that, some type of recognition when I leave this, some type of mark to be seen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I leave this world.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? That's just my mission. But I do need to, slow down, park it sometimes, and, you know what I'm saying? Instead of always going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
1,000 miles per hour and stuff like that. I do. I mean, the updates I done made to my bucket list, man. I want to. I do want to go. I mean, I like going to Florida. I like going, like going back home and all that stuff. But I need to get my passport and
I do too.
Get out of the country.
I agree.
Start seeing.
I agree.
Perceptions of different parts of the world.
I agree. I agree.
That's definitely on my bucket list. I need to get my passport and actually do some. I mean, traveling is traveling, but you know what I'm saying. So don't nobody take no offense when I say do some real traveling.
Okay, hold on, real quick. Let me ask you, what is the definition of the bucket list? Because I was under the impression that a bucket list implies that something to do before you
kick the bucket. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's why I say I don't have a bucket list. Mm-hmm. Even when I believe I get close, still don't believe I'm going to have a bucket list these days. And I do want to get my passport. I do want to go outside of the country. Mm-hmm. I do. I do want to go to Hawaii. But these are things that I know I'm going to do.
Right.
So would I need to put that on a bucket list if I know I'm going to do it?
I mean, I guess you can put it on a list. It's something that...
Because if you putting it on a bucket list, right, that means, I got to do it, so I don't like to be rushed.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
So I would look at it as...
I don't like to be poked in.
Right. I don't like to put a thing on myself when it comes to that. I know I'm going to get my passport. I know I'm going to go outside of the country at least once. Mm-hmm. I know I'm going to do these things. Mm-hmm. Sooner rather than later, because I put myself in the position to be able to do it. You know what I mean, and not get hit. You understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
Take the hit.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me. So, I wouldn't say bucket list.
Okay, would you say just goals?
Yes,
just goals in general.
There you go. I don't even make New Year's resolutions.
Really?
Yeah, I don't see the point in it.
Yeah, I don't do it either. I mean, I just don't. I just don't.
I'm like,
it's for me. It's kind of like one of them. While everybody looking right, look left type thing.
There you go. I'm of a mind that I know I need to stop doing this. Okay, right. Why would I have to wait till the New Year to stop?
Yeah, why
stop
wait
right then and there.
Yeah, exactly.
Do it now.
My New Year's resolution is to stop smoking. Yeah, as soon as you said it, just stop doing it.
Just stop doing it.
You know it's bad. You know it's bad for you and all this other stuff. Just stop it right now. Why are you saying it?
Well, I decided for 2024 I'm gonna stop drinking. Okay, stop drinking now.
Yeah, I got you.
So
I'm following.
Okay.
I see the red flag. You know what I'm saying? I see the bunny.
All right, okay.
I'm following it.
Oh, you see the white rabbit?
I see the white rabbit.
Okay, all right. As long as you see the white rabbit.
Yeah, but let me see. Next question. All right, would you rather? I know my brother. I don't even know why I wrote this question down. I know my brothers so well, and I could probably tell all of y'all's answers to this question.
Go ahead,
would you rather be hot or cold?
I'd rather be hot.
I already knew it. I know you rather be hot. Marcus, he'd rather be in
Arctic,
like Arctic. Top of the world type cold.
Yeah, Marcus got lizard blood, man. He just, he's a cold-blooded animal.
Yes, he is.
I remember we used to have an apartment together, man. I woke up shivering. I'm like, okay, what's going on?
I need 2 comforters.
Dude, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I remember when we were little sleeping by Marcus' house. Marcus used to have it closed, man. We used to be bundled up.
Yeah.
And, no homo, man, because like it used to be me, Alex, Robert, when all of us was around. You know what I'm saying? All of us like bundled up together, like, man, like. Ain't no hugged up type of stuff, but like, we was bundled up.
65 degrees.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. With a good heart and a calm spirit.
He got up, man, cut the AC off. With
icicles in his nose.
Yeah. Cut the AC off. Marcus woke up, man. Aaron, you touched it? Yeah, dude, I'm freezing in here, bro.
Yeah, that's Marcus, man.
He's sweating.
Marcus. Yeah, that's Marcus.
Yeah.
AJ, man, I think AJ would rather be cold.
Possibly.
I think he would rather be
possibly.
Cold.
I think.
So dang, that makes you the odd one out. Because me,
no.
My thing is like I'd rather be cold than hot. Because at least when you cold, you can put clothes on. It's frowned upon to start taking clothes off around this mug. People start looking at you crazy. You walking around in your drawers.
I believe Mama. I believe she likes the.
Mama likes the warm.
Yeah, Mama likes the warm weather. She grew up in.
Exactly, she grew up in the harsh, cold, blizzard.
I actually looked at Ohio on the map just to kind of, get current how it looks.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that they were right by one of the Great Lakes.
Yeah,
I didn't realize.
It's surrounded by.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
Mm-hmm.
I did not realize. So they was getting 10, 15 feet of snow.
Mm-hmm. All that wind coming off that water.
Man, I don't like because once that cold gets in you and on you, especially when it rains.
Yeah, that's the cold I don't like. That cold, wet cold. I say,
I'm ready to quit.
Like this,
I'm ready to quit.
Like this more shit.
I'm hauling gas, and I gotta be out there in that cold, especially when that Hulk come out.
Nah, that ice is a villain, man.
I'm in that truck, bro.
Yeah.
I'm in that truck.
Indeed.
I'm in that truck. I got the door open, blocking wherever that wind coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm not trying to be out there in that weather. There'll be days where I come home. If I was working overnight when I was hauling gas, I would come home. It's 20-something degrees outside.
Mm-hmm.
And that 20-something degrees ain't changing when the sun come up.
Mm-mm.
So, I would be up, and I would hear the kids' alarms go off. They get up, start getting ready. I said, what you doing? Maya can tell you this, too. I'm getting ready for school. Oh, no, you ain't. Well, they gotta go. You ain't going to school not in that weather. It's too cold out there. Y'all go ahead and get back in the bed. You know what I'm saying? It's too cold to be going to school. Because I did. My daddy did it to me. Mama did it to us too. I said, it's too cold to be going anywhere. I ain't going out there. It's too cold. You know what I'm saying? So there's some days you just be like, no, we ain't doing it.
Right.
We ain't doing it. I don't like, especially when that wind hit the back of your neck. Oh.
Yeah. Oh man, I just have I just like, well, now, now I gotta, for me, I just gotta I gotta cover the neck, top of the head now, man. You know what I'm saying? Since I ain't got nothing up there now.
Right,
but, You know what I'm saying? If I, got me a nice jacket, have like a little scarf or tube sock, something.
You said
cover, covering the neck.
You going old school.
Have me a hat. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Man, but every time I think about it, man, I think of how Mama. You remember we went to that Ravens game when Brad was playing, and I still remember how Mama had me bundled up, man. 3 pairs of socks, like 2 jackets, and don't mention the clothes that was underneath that. Yeah, that was brutal, man.
My toes got numb.
Yeah, I remember.
We went to the Minnesota game, last game of the season. Bro, I wanted to leave so bad. Because we on concrete.
Yeah.
And it just felt like the cold was just creeping up slow.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we cheering, trying our best to get loud. Brandon was out there.
Yeah.
But man, it was cold.
Yes, it was, man. Yes,
I couldn't wear. I was like, the game, oh, thank God, man. So, but I don't like the cold, man.
Man, look, man.
I do not like the cold.
I like the cold, man, because I'm like, at least you can bundle up. You know, you can't run from the heat. That heat, get it, man, shoot. Like, I'll be in my regular uniform, like, boy, I just stripped down right now. But that's frowned upon out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? It's called, they got a word for that. They got a phrase for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Indecent exposure.
Yeah, you know I mean? They ticketing people for that.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I can't do that in Texas. It was hot. It was a hot one.
It was a hot one. Yes, it was.
Triple digits, man.
And I loved every minute of it. I loved every minute of it.
I couldn't do it, dog. I couldn't do it.
I like it hot, bro.
All right. Let's see what else we got. Let me see. All right. What do you want to accomplish in the next few years?
In the next few years, I want to make sure my business endeavors are taken care of. I want to make sure that I accomplish some type of financial freedom.
Okay. I can agree with you on that. For me, yeah. And I think Marcus said something to that degree.
Yeah, some type of financial freedom to where I don't have to worry about certain things.
Yeah, absolutely. You put some stuff on auto pay.
Right. Well, yeah, and I have to worry about it. I want to send my daughter, my family, to Japan.
Okay.
She wants to go to Japan. That's going to be her graduation gift.
Okay.
In the next few years, and I just want to make sure that everybody's straight. I mean, I know that's a vague comment.
We understand,
but just make sure I have a certain type of financial freedom, to whereas I can do more, invest more, help more.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And get more things accomplished. On the home side of it.
Okay. Those are good. I mean, shoot.
Yeah.
You can't say no better than that.
I'm pretty close to one of them. So I'm about, I say 6 months out.
Okay.
On one of
them. Okay.
And if the truck can hold up, for at least another year and a half, I'll be good.
Oh yeah, you gonna be extra straight.
I'll
then.
Be good. Yeah,
we're gonna have to have you on the show as soon as that happens. So you talk about it.
Oh my God, man!
You know what I mean? Tell us all about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And if anybody wants any game on it, man, don't hesitate to call. That's the other thing I have an issue with too, man. If you got some game to give, don't hesitate.
Yeah, and I'm gonna open it up right now, man. Look, y'all got some game. Y'all got some mental game. Y'all got anything you want us to talk about?
Yeah.
Put it in the comments, man. Yeah. Don't I am not a I'm not if it's constructive criticism, I'm taking it.
Right.
If you just dry hating, that's when I'm gonna ignore you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not gonna engage you because I don't have time for that.
Right.
But I'm not immune to constructive criticism.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If y'all got something, if it's an issue or whatever, you know what I'm saying, let us know in the comments. Shoot me a DM.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know how you think we can improve, do something better.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I guess for me, man, everybody knows my accomplishments, man. So about what I want to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows I got a clothing brand. This whole mental game run started as a clothing brand.
Yes.
We focus on promoting positive mentalities.
Mm-hmm.
We promote and advocate for mental health.
Yes.
In the next few years, man, I want to come out with a some type of program to help people get help. You know what I'm saying? And and help people know that it's okay to get help. This is one way I'm doing it now. This is the way I can do it right now.
Okay. Yeah.
I just want to do more.
Yeah.
For and just try to encourage people to do to be human. You know what I'm saying? Be good human beings.
Well, to remember to be human.
Well, yeah, remember, yeah, absolutely.
Because unfortunately now the lines are getting blurred on that too as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like I said, everybody sits up there and talks about the 80s. Mm-hmm. It was a different time back in the 80s. Mm-hmm. And kids could go outside and play.
Yeah. We did. Y'all did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. There was a lot of things that we were able to do
that kids can't do now.
You're scared.
Well, they probably can, but you're scared for them to do it.
Well, yeah, because again, I don't know what happened. Somewhere along the lines, I think somewhere along the lines, man, just like you said, people just forgot about the human condition. Mm-hmm. You have children out here getting kidnapped,
killed. I mean, that used to be like, as far as the streets go, that used to be women and kids was off limits.
Used to be.
Now everybody's fair game, man.
Yeah, and
they preying on, like, nowadays they preying on they prey, and I can understand why people why the human factor of everything is kind of getting blurred. People prey on that.
Yes,
they preying on good human beings.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like as far as the different scams that are going on, like, people robbing people, like they've been staging robberies. And one story, they have this girl, she's with the guys that's doing the home invasions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's coming to your door acting like she need help.
Yeah.
And, you being the good human being that you are, you gonna try to help her.
Yeah.
And as soon as you go let your guard down to try to help her, you got 3 men
kicking in your door.
Nah, not kicking in your door. Your door's already open. They bum rushing you.
Yeah.
And coming in your house and doing God knows what. But jumping you. Once they take care of you, anybody else in the house is fair game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's crazy, man. I think, and I believe that's why, the human factor has been. But I mean, it's by, like me and you talk about all the time. It's not by instance. It's by design.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It started somewhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You take a man and you take everything from him. And you take the ability for him to do something constructive. You know what I'm saying? He's going to do whatever he can do.
Right.
To survive. You
right.
know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's going to go to and go through.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Anybody that he can to get said that. I mean, you never know. And then you don't know what people are going through.
Yep.
And, you know, you don't know what monsters are in.
Yeah.
Somebody's
Yeah.
Like, for lack of a better word, closet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just so many angles to that. But I just want to just put it out there for people, like people that's watching, people that's listening. So I would just like to help, you know, young men and going through that type of deal too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I would want. That's what I would want to do. Get to in a few years. Right. Just help.
You know I get it. I get that, and that's a great thing to do. But you got to remember the golden rule: self-preservation is key.
Self-preservation is key.
You can't help those who don't want to help themselves.
Right. That's appropriate. Appropriate.
I'm sorry, but if I'm getting up and doing X, Y, Z, blah, 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 and you're not getting up with me, then I'm gonna leave you. Unfortunately, I have to leave you right where I found you because you show no initiative on wanting to help yourself.
Right.
You got to want to help yourself.
And that's key. That's key. And that's why I feel like it's gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying, for me to do that.
The filtering process is going to be tough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, they will have to show you, hey, what are you doing? Yes, I get it. The brain cannot teach what it does not know.
Right.
We get that. But what are you doing as a young man? I mean, what are you doing as a young person? Not just men, women too. What are you doing as a young person to benefit the situation? We are in the information age. Meaning, Google is your friend, YouTube is your friend.
Well, man, nah, I don't believe that.
You don't believe Google is your friend?
No, the whole information age, dude. The library's been there.
True.
True. I ain't trying to be that dude.
No. But the library gives you.
The libraries have been there.
The libraries have been there, but the library. See, I'm not talking about help in the educational sense. I'm talking about help in a survival sense. To whereas on Google, can you go to the library to learn how to start a fire?
Yes.
You can?
There's books there's books.
Okay, so but people
That's what I say. I don't want to be that dude, man.
But no, you have to be that dude. You have to be that dude.
No, but I understand what you're saying, man, because it's at your fingertips now. It's easier to access the information now because you have the whole world
in your hands.
You know what I'm saying? Especially now, you got Google at your fingertips. You have information at your fingertips.
You have all these different tools.
Yes.
So if you're struggling, if you're struggling in certain areas and things of that nature,
excuse me.
Like I tell my children, especially when it comes to their education. If I ask you something, I shouldn't hear that I don't know.
Right.
Because you have all these different things to find out.
Yeah.
All these different tools you can use to find out.
Oh yeah.
So that's my thing.
But yeah, I understand. I understand exactly what you're saying. And I'm not trying to be I ain't trying to be that way by saying, library's been there, you know what I'm saying? Library cards, like I'm saying that because it was told to me.
Right.
And it was told to me by,
How long ago?
Let me see. Freshman year in high school.
All right. Bang, bang.
It was told to me by my coach. My coach told me that. He's like,
how old was your coach?
Library cards are free.
How old was your coach at the time?
I forget. Shout out to Coach Green. I
forget. No disrespect to Coach Green. I hear what he's saying, and he's right. There's libraries everywhere. But that's not. Well, no. Let me rephrase that. There's not libraries everywhere.
No, there's not libraries.
How can you get to a library if you stay in New Orleans East and the library that you can get to is all the way in the mid-city?
Right.
And you don't have the money
to catch the bus to go to it. I get you.
Cell phones wasn't popping like that back in the day.
Nah, they wasn't.
But you gotta remember too, bro. We were not in the information age back then. We were in the get money age,
right? For
lack of a better word. We were in the, you know what I'm saying? People were trying to find the home was fixing itself, so to speak. Back when you was in high school,
right?
The black family was fixing itself,
trying to
fix itself.
Yeah.
Then the information age came back. popped off.
Nah, social media.
Social media. Social media popped off. 2010, boom, the information age hit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So now like you said, everything you need to know is right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I tell my daughter all the time, man. I'm like, every time she says, "Dad, how do you do?" Like, what you mean? I say, you know how to work that phone better than I do.
Exactly.
You know, and it's crazy me saying that now to my child, but it kind of like making me feel old but nah, but you're right, man. I understand that what you're saying more, like the concept of.
I understand the concept of saying libraries are available. Mm-hmm. I agree, but everybody can't get to a library.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I apologize for those that can't get to the library.
Right, Coach Green, you gonna take me to the library? No, you got to go to church. Okay, thanks, Coach Green. Appreciate it.
Yeah, nah.
That's all, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Nah, I hear you. Nah, I'm just saying I hear you. I feel kind of messed up for saying that though. Like, well, not because like that's real though, because a lot of, that was kind of.
Well, I mean, that's why I said he said that back then when you was in high school.
Right.
Back then, it made more sense because everybody had access to the cell phone. Matter of fact, not everybody had access to the internet either.
Nah. Nobody. A lot of people didn't have computers in their house.
A lot of people didn't have computers in their house.
Yeah, because I remember. I remember we were operating off of a
Britannica. The Britannica
I don't know what it was, but yeah. Oh yeah, man! I used to hate those things. Dude.
Me too.
I used to hate those.
Me too, because it always gave you information, but it was limited.
Limited information. It was always dated. It was always up until when it was printed and sent to you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff probably changed back in.
Yeah, man! Stuff is changing, man. Every couple of years.
Yeah.
Look at it. Like when we was
technology.
Like when we was coming up, we had 9 planets in the solar system. Mm-hmm. Now it's only 8.
Oh my God.
So who got together and voted and said Pluto wasn't a planet anymore?
You know who.
But I still, look, I be talking to my kids. I said, I said, Pluto's still a planet in this house. Mm-hmm. So you can name the 8 planets, but make sure you add Pluto on the end of it. Mm-hmm. I don't mind. I don't care if you get the answer wrong on the test, because at least they're going to look at that and be like, okay, we know Pluto's still a planet.
Yeah.
Until somebody greater than us comes down and say, yeah, no, Pluto is not a planet. It's just a little satellite, whatever. We didn't put Pluto there.
Yeah.
Something else did.
Yeah.
So until something else comes down and say, yeah, we just put Pluto out there just as something. You're right. It's not a planet. Pluto's still a planet.
Right. Absolutely.
Period.
I'm just thinking of that, man. Just like we'll give these folks the power to be like, this is this and this, but that's a whole rabbit hole.
That's a whole other rabbit hole.
I'm not
gonna
go down there.
Go down now. No.
Instead, we gonna do this brief discussion.
Yeah, go ahead. What's up, man?
Our topic today, man, is about storms. Man.
All right.
Everybody in life is going through or have gone through some type of storm.
Right.
And what I want to say right now to people is, the thing about storms, they come and go.
True.
That's one.
True.
Storms come and go.
What type of storm, though?
Huh?
What type of storm?
Man, you could be going through some type
There's the thunderstorms. There's just the rainy days. Uh-huh. There's the flooding.
Yeah.
There's the ice storm.
There's the full-blown hurricane.
There's the snowstorm. Mm-hmm. There's the windstorm. Mm-hmm. And then there's the bluff storm.
The bluff storm?
Yeah, the bluff storm.
What's the bluff storm?
The bluff storm is the light show in the sky.
Okay.
Where it's raining, but the water's not hitting the ground. Where you can look up in the sky and you can see the thunder flashing.
Yeah.
You can hear the thunder rolling, but ain't no rain hitting the sky. Yeah. Ain't no rain hitting the ground. Mm-hmm. And just remember, too, for everybody, it's always storming somewhere.
Yeah.
Be very careful, because you might run into a storm. Mm-hmm. You might have ran into a storm and got stuck in it without your umbrella. Be careful.
For sure.
So,
good analogy.
Yeah, I mean, you could be driving down the highway, storm come out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. Gotta be prepared. Some people don't know how to prepare for the storm.
Right.
Some people get hit by the storm and don't know how to get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, like you said before, they relish in the storm.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, that's the only way they can function
is
through the storm.
Right.
And that's not good.
Gotta I noticed that too. I know some people like that.
No matter what type of storm you're going through, like you said, it don't last always. It don't last if you let it.
Nah. You gotta see. You gotta. I mean, but
acknowledge it. Acknowledge it for what it is, and rise above it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember when I used to work for US Airways Piedmont, storming in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
I was flying into Pittsburgh from North Carolina. I forgot where I was coming from. But high above the clouds, nothing but sun. As soon as we got ready to descend, pouring down rain.
Really?
Pouring down rain. So you just don't know. You just don't know. Storms come out of nowhere. They come. They leave. That's it.
Right. Like, I have written down, man, like, what elements or parts, you know what I'm saying, for people that think by me saying elements is wrong, of a storm, you know what I'm saying, what are the elements or the parts of a storm? The particular storm we're talking about in this situation, you know, we're talking about, you know, basically what you may be going through in life.
Yes.
You might be going through a rough patch.
Yes. Depression.
Yes. Might be contemplating suicide.
Yes.
Might be going through it with your spouse.
Yes.
You know, family feuding.
Yes.
You know, internal battles.
Yes.
External battles.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They all can be described as storms.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And the elements I have written down for storms, you know, is you know, storms they can bring rain.
Mm-hmm.
They can bring destruction.
Mm-hmm.
They can bring what I have. I don't have anything written down. But mainly storms bring rain and destruction.
Possibly,
right?
Yeah.
Possibly. Okay. And when you think of the rain, what could the rain be described as?
When I think of the rain can be described as a state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
There's always, you know, you might have had a bad experience with another human being.
Right.
Storm coming.
Mm-hmm.
Or say like with a family member. You know, something about to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Storm coming.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and back where we from, how we prepare for really, really bad storms, we wall ourselves in.
Yeah.
And just prepare.
Mm-hmm. Hunker down. Shelter in
place. And you know, if the worst happens, just try to dig ourselves out.
Mm-hmm.
So for the most part, and if everybody within sound of my voice, storms last as long as you want them to. Period. Storms last as long as you want them to.
Mm-hmm.
You're not obligated to stay in that storm.
Right.
You can move around.
Mm-hmm.
Storm follows you. Okay. You still move around.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to know when they say, all right, I'm tired of this, y'all. I'm tired of all this rain.
Mm-hmm.
You do what you got. Let me put my umbrella up. Tired of getting rained on.
Mm-hmm.
Put my umbrella up. You know, it's too cold. It's cold out here. This rain is hitting.
Yeah. Mine is more simpler than that, man. Mine is like my metaphor. My rain is used as a metaphor to, you know, when I think of what rain brings. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If we never had rain, mm-hmm. If it never rained a day this year, mm-hmm. you know how much trouble we'd be in?
Yeah, we all would.
See, I think rain, when you have rain, basically, I feel like life's telling you there's an opportunity for growth. Because without the rain, things wouldn't grow.
Well, okay, so you thinking about it on that side of it. So mm-hmm. I'm not talking about it on that side of it. Mm-hmm. That's on the more of the meat and potato side of it. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about on the mental side of it. You know, rain also brings clarity. Mm-hmm. You know, and a lot of people
they call it cleansing rain.
Right, cleansing rain. Also, water is memory. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So there's always, they say, oh, there's a silver lining in the cloud. You know, yes, storm is, I guess, in a way, when we talking about storms, it's a bad. We talking about it as a bad thing. Mm-hmm. You know, because we as humans, we look at it as, oh, storm tore us up, but that storm also rained, and the ground trapped most of that water. Mm-hmm. So you can go and plot and dig and get something done. Mm-hmm. In that storm, when the storm is over, you mm-hmm. can get things done when that storm is over. Mm-hmm. Because, like you said in the beginning, learn. If you get hit, learn from the hurt. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes getting hit is unavoidable. Sometimes storms are unavoidable. Mm-hmm. You just got to learn from it. Mm-hmm. And like you said, start plotting. Start getting things in motion.
Yeah, bow your head, weather the storm.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing, like I said, these storms bring destruction. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes storms come and say they're so strong. I mean, I know we came by storm. Well, yeah. I did, Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I came to Houston by storm. Mm-hmm. And the metaphor, the thing I like with destruction, when the storms bring destruction, that's an opportunity to rebuild.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I thought of this week because I've been seeing, and one friend in particular, I had to stop and say something. Mm. And I haven't seen this lady since middle school.
Oh wow!
But I'm friends on Facebook with all the people I went to middle school, high school, met in the walks of life as an adult and stuff like that. And I just see so many people going through their little storms, man. And I see so many people ready. They look like they just so ready to give up. And the reason I wanted to talk about storms, man, is just to kind of encourage people with metaphors of what this storm is, mm-hmm. What it's doing, what it could possibly mean, mm-hmm. and why you shouldn't give up. Mm. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you know what? And it's unfortunate. I'm glad you still reaching out because, honestly, middle school, I'm only friends with one guy that I went to middle school with.
Oh.
That's it.
Well, when I was in school, we was like a tight bunch.
So, yeah.
That middle school, you know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
I can name all of them.
That's good.
Then, you know what I'm saying? But that's good. We were kind of like, we knew each other. We all knew each other a long time.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us knew each other since elementary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we came up middle school and we met these new folk. But we don't talk every day, but
right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to these people every day. But
right.
One thing I hate when because I done galvanized myself to be aware and realize when I'm going through a storm. Mm-hmm. And Mama always told me sometimes in life, sometimes you just gotta bow your head and weather the storm.
Yeah.
And I've always lived by that, and now as an adult, I've learned to kind of galvanize myself just to know what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I wanted to talk about it today, man, because I see a lot of people just going through it, man, and just ready to give up, dude. Bro. That's the one thing,
bro.
That's one thing I
this new world is a beast, man.
Oh yeah, it is. This world ain't no punk, man.
This new world is a beast, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, 20 years ago compared to now, we got to throw out the old textbooks, bro, and write new ones.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure you weren't prepared for this new world. Just like a lot of guys your age.
I'm adapting.
You adapted. Well, like I said, you just like me. We won the lottery.
Right. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They were born. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, we got people we can lean on. Mm-hmm. Some of your friends, unfortunately, may not have those people that they can lean on.
Right.
But you got to be careful too, Jay, because again, you have a lot of people out here, man, that are in a storm, get around you, and push the storm your way.
Right.
And they, get in the sun, and some people like to do that.
Or or for lack of a better way, you'll point them like, yeah, man, if we if we go this way, yeah, we'll be out of the storm. And they'll go that way and leave you.
Right.
Leave you high and dry.
Leave you high and dry, right.
Take your proverbial car, so to speak,
right.
and drive off that other way, and leave you stuck there with the storm.
Exactly. So, you got to be real careful who you lend your energy to.
Yeah. Good one.
Because you have a lot of people out here that are what they call vampires. Energy.
Side vampires.
Energy vampires, where they'll siphon off your energy till you got nothing left.
Mm-hmm.
They going off and doing their thing and leave you there holding the bag.
Mm-hmm.
You the one feeling bad. It's affecting your thing, and it's going to take something for you to get all of that off of you.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be real careful.
In the storm.
Right. So you got to be real careful, man, with that. And again, I mean, we talked about it one time before in one of your early episodes. Controlling who has access to you.
Oh yeah, limited access.
Yeah,
limited access.
Some people I'm doing the same thing. Some people, I'm just not allowing you to have access to me like you once did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, because you are not you're not handling your business conducive to the way. Because when I give you game, I don't expect you to follow it to the T.
Mm-hmm.
I expect you to take bits and pieces of it, get the core.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Follow the general outline.
Right. Follow the general outline of the game that I'm giving you.
Mm-hmm.
You dig? Don't have me give you some game, and then you go talk to somebody else. They give you some messed up stuff, but you follow them. When I said, man, don't do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
See, when you do something like that,
yeah, that upsets me too.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you no game anymore.
Yeah, you try to give like, see, I told you, hard head and this, that, and that. I'm like,
see, I don't even say that anymore.
Yeah,
I don't say that.
You don't say that.
I say, all right.
Yeah, but they thinking it.
Yeah, man, I know he gonna say.
Aaron told me that, and Aaron told me that too.
So I don't even say nothing no more. I just like, all right, but at the same time, all right, yeah, what's up, man? Okay, all right, well, look, man, I'll holler at you later, bro. I gotta go.
Oh man,
keep it real short and sweet, because again, you're not listening to me, so why are we wasting our time here?
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
For sure.
That's all.
But what I was gonna say, going back to storms, but but that's very true. That's very, very true, man. Because like, I feel like a lot of storms are avoidable, and some you can't. Like you said, some you can't, and some of the. I feel like we should listen and be what's the word, man? Be receiving of receptive of the game that people try to give us to avoid some of these storms. because you never know. Some people might have weathered the same storm.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
true.
You know, or the same type of storm.
Right.
Because no storm is the same.
Yeah. Don't be the old head. Don't be the old head that's talking to the young man, the young boy, the youngin. And because for me, especially, if I'm gonna give you some game, if I'm gonna show you how to weather a storm, I tell you how to avoid one, I'm gonna give you the exact details on how to dodge it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm even gonna tell you if you going through the storm and there's no way you can block it or you got to go straight through it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you how to go straight through it,
right,
and get to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be one of these old heads, like especially man when we was coming up. Some of these old heads, man. Oh, y'all young boys don't know nothing. This, blah, blah. Y'all this. Okay.
Well, show me how.
Exactly. Exactly.
You don't have to be all right,
cool.
That, man.
All right, cool. Let me pull your coat. Mm-hmm. What's up? Oh, man, I ain't got no time. Okay. Well, next time, STFU.
Yeah. Well, see, man, nowadays, it's opposite. Some of these kids, they think they know everything.
True. But that's why, again, even as an old head, okay, cool. You know everything? Show me you know everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll leave you alone. I'll leave you to it. But if you come at me, especially like I said, if you're a young dude and you sitting up here thinking you know everything, you got the answer to everything, okay, cool. Live your life, young man. But as soon as you mess up, don't call my phone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
see, you hate to be like that, man.
Yeah, no, I don't.
You hate.
I don't.
I mean, like somewhere it's like
I don't because I don't. I really, really don't because at the same time, I'm coming to you as a humble older guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming to you as a humble older guy.
Mm-hmm.
See, I still have the mentality I had when I was 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
If you had some game to share, I'm listening. I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Okay. As far as like receiving game, that mentality.
Yes. Because I'm over the mind that I can always, it doesn't matter how old you are, I can always learn something. Even from the young dudes. I can always, like, man, I've been watching my kids. You know what I mean? Growing up and do X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. I'm learning stuff from them. I'm like, okay. You know? Learning their behaviors, learning their tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, it wasn't ever a situation where I'm a young dude and I just think I got it all figured out. No, that's not how I was raised.
As long as everything's changing nowadays, you'll
never
never have everything.
Right. And like you said, you got some cats that's out here that, like you said, think they know everything. And the first chance I get to humble them, I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not feel bad not one single second.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know in that moment, in that instance,
they learned something.
There you go. And isn't that the objective?
Swift justice. Yes.
Swift justice. Mm-hmm. So now the next time you come at me sideways, I'm be like, hold up, Bird, because you the same dude that XYZ, blah, 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 mm-hmm. Shut him up.
You know what? I know a dude that does that, Fernando.
Mm-hmm.
Fernando, he quick to remind me, oh, yeah, you talking about the one that's like, oh, man, why you had to bring that up? Man? Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, you know, but he's a jokester about it. He's not real, just like, you know, bang the gavel on you.
Right.
Type, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see,
he you know what I'm saying? He'll be funny.
Yeah, and see, like I said, man, it was a different time, man. I mean, like I said, a lot of the old heads back when we was coming up,
they just didn't like giving the game.
Well,
the game, really, man, it seemed to me like the game was stolen, man. Like, not stolen, but not told to them.
A lot of cats, man, but I'm going to tell you something. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to cut this in a snippet. There were two guys. We was in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Two guys. Marcus know who I'm talking about. One name was Mr. Mitchell, and one name Mr. Rosemore.
Mm-hmm.
Rise and honor to Mr. Rosemore. Because Mr. Rosemore, he was a disciplinarian at Fantasy Williams. This was the first cat to give us the game.
Mm-hmm.
And he would come in because we was at Project Best at Fantasy Williams.
Mm-hmm.
And he would come in every day, Miss Stackhouse, we'd be in her class or whatever. It was an after-school program. Man, Mr. Rosemore came in there, man, and laid so much game on us. We were young dudes. We soaked up all that game.
Mm-hmm.
All of it. Mr. Mitchell came in there too. Mr. Mitchell was cool. He was a cool cat. You know what I mean? And they ain't take no stuff. Oh, they ain't take no stuff. I remember some dude hit Mr. Mitchell. They jumped Mr. Mitchell. And I think that's how they got fired from Fantasy Williams. There's a rumor. I don't know how true it is. But some dudes jumped Mr. Mitchell and hit him in the eye, gave him a black eye. So Mr. Mitchell and them found out who it was. They caught the dude getting on the bus. Yeah, needless to say, they dealt with him. The dude, they dealt with him, and I think that led them to getting fired.
Dang.
Yeah. But they finished. That was, I think, that happened the next year.
What was the most significant game that Mr. Rosemore gave you?
Man, you know what? The most significant game he gave me, dealing with people.
Okay.
Dealing with people, and
that's pretty odd considering where we we came from.
People, yeah, dealing with people, and he changed our mentality.
Mm-hmm.
He did a lot. Man, that was years ago, bro. I mean, that was when I was 13 years old, bro.
I'm just asking.
30-something years ago, man.
I know it's second nature by now. You probably do things without thinking, and and that's okay. I mean, that's what it happens to me a lot, man. Our second nature is so much stuff.
Yeah.
It's not that it's not that I wasn't listening. It's probably so ingrained in my DNA and what I have now that I just
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of stuff that y'all done told me, my mama done told me, my dad done told me, my friends done told me, my daughter done told me that I'm like, I done just made it second nature. It's like, I don't know where that came from. I couldn't tell you. You know what I mean?
I mean, and that's the thing, I appreciate, man, I had so many people, bro, give me the game, son.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. I graduated. When I graduated, well, I say I graduated from John Eric, but I really didn't graduate till I left Oshner Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
I got so much game from the people there, the ladies, beautiful black women, Miss Hazel, Miss Aita, Miss Ruby, Miss Tina. Who else?
Shout out to them if y'all still work at Oshner.
Nah, they don't work at my cousin Yvonne. Oh man, my beautiful cousin Yvonne, man. Gave so much game. Miss Bridget, and she worked in. She was, they cleaned the floors. So I forget the name of them. I don't want to be disrespectful, but she gave me so much game, man. It was ridiculous, man. So, all that game they gave me taught me how to weather different storms. The only storm that I wasn't prepared for was the storm of having children.
Oh man, I don't think anybody.
And not to say that it was a storm in a negative way, but I can honestly say when my wife got pregnant with our first child, I stayed in the storm for, I would say, about a good 8-9 months. So, yeah, not ashamed of that. I'm not proud of that at all. Maybe one day I'll tell y'all the story. You know the story, but yeah. So, but I had to grow. So, the storm made the garden grow.
Absolutely. That's why storms are important, people.
Yes.
Storms promote growth.
Yes.
Give you the opportunity for growth.
Yes.
Give you the opportunity to rebuild.
I like that. Give you the opportunity to grow.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Give you the opportunity to grow, rebuild, move on.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
To higher ground, if need be.
Move on to higher ground. That's a good one. I like that one. Move to higher ground, man.
If need be.
So if you're going through a storm, man, I'm gonna take this time to say this: if y'all going through a storm or whatever it may be, man. If you feeling like if you feeling like you just can't do it, you know, I would much rather you to call somebody. If you know me personally, you know how to get in touch with me personally. You know my brother personally. You know how to get in touch with my brother personally. Come talk to us, man.
Be genuine about it.
Yeah, be genuine. Be honest.
Genuine
be
about
honest. It. Be genuine. Be honest. Be straight. Be straight up with yourself, man.
Right, because we're not gonna hold them bag of bricks for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to get rid of those bricks yourself.
With or shoot, I'll teach you how to carry them and get rid of them.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, this is why storms are important, man. You need to grow.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You need to grow. It's like, sometimes at some point in time, in the lives of plants, you know what I'm saying? The trees separated themselves from the grass. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't know if anybody gets that metaphor, but at some point in time, man, you got to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps, as my grandparents used to say.
I don't like that phrase,
what
the bootstrap phrase, but right. I understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
You at some point, on the base level,
mm-hmm.
the only person keeping you and holding you back is you.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
On the micro scale of it. On the macro scale is a whole nother story.
Yeah.
But on the micro,
mega scale, grand scale,
you make a million decisions when you get up in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
You're going through a checks and balances.
Mm-hmm.
You can stay in the bed if you want to.
Oh yeah, you can.
You can stay in the bed if you want to.
Don't guarantee your job will still be there.
Exactly. So we make a million decisions a day that determine the outcome of our life or what our life is going to be in the future.
So, absolutely.
Yeah, my dad would say all the time, make good decisions in your present so that way to ensure that you have a better future. He's right.
Still true to this day.
Yeah, it's crazy, always going to hold true. Yeah. And he also said, shout out to Pops, he also said, life is a cinch by the inch, but hard by the yard.
Man, we're going to leave y'all with that.
Yeah.
Look, we appreciate y'all, man. But y'all just remember, man, if y'all going through a storm, man, bow your head, weather the storm, engage your network.
And, say that again, bro.
Engage your network.
Say that one more time.
Engage.
Because you got people in the cheap seats. You got people in the cheap seats up there now in the nosebleed section. You got to say it so they can hear you too. Engage your network.
I'm gonna tell you a quick tidbit, a quick way you find out who your people are, who the people that's really for you. When you at your worst, man, when you think, because your mind is it's a crazy weapon.
It is.
You know what I mean? Sometimes that mug can backfire.
I told you about that movie Sphere.
Yeah. But the mind is a crazy thing, man. The mind is a crazy, unique type of weapon, man. But how you find out your people, man. When you think you at your worst, man. When you think you doing your worst, and your people look at you and treat you and talk to you like you're at your very best. They still feel like you're your very best when you feel like you're at your worst. Those are your people. Those are the people you need to engage. You know what I'm saying? When, things are, not so good for you. You know what I'm saying? That's the people that's going to put the umbrella over your head.
And you know what's so funny?
What you got?
I'm a victim of this too. Sometimes when I'm going through my storm, I purposely wall myself off so that way nobody else gets involved.
Yeah, I know you do.
You know what I mean?
That's why I be calling you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
I'm like, man,
I appreciate that.
This dude look quiet.
Yeah,
this dude look quiet. I mean, some people are blessed to have people like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? To sit there when you going through something and notice your little ticks and They might see the rain clouds over your house, or or whatnot. And, and they'll come. They'll come knocking on your door with an umbrella. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and I know I do that a lot. At least I like to bring joy. And, somebody's kind of feeling down. I know they're feeling down. Phone calls don't work for me. I got to see you face to face. I got to look in your eyes. I got to see for myself. You know what I mean? And that's my way. I remember, like I said, I ain't my bad.
No, you good.
That's my whole thing. If I know somebody is going through something, or if they feel like they're not their best, they in that storm. Yeah, I come in that storm with an umbrella, and we're gonna work this thing out
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? If you willing to walk through it, I'm willing to walk through it with you. You know what I mean? So, remind me of old D'Angelo song, "The Line," one of my favorite songs of all time, from him. He said, "I'll walk through the fire with you, hell and die with you." Hey. So that's one of my favorite parts in that on that song, man, because it's so deep. But yeah, engage your network and don't abuse your network.
Absolutely. We're gonna talk about that. Me and Don gonna talk about that next week.
Cool.
We're gonna talk about that next week.
Wait,
man. Next week's topic is appropriate selfishness. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna leave it right there. Okay. I don't want to give away too much.
But I want to say, shout out. I watched the episode last week with Sammy, and he had baby girl on there. That was cute. I'm still waiting on Sammy to come to the house.
You heard that, Sam?
Yeah. But the other brother that you had on the week before,
Jamie. Yeah, Jamie.
Man, good, solid brother. I loved everything he was saying. But I mean, again, man, you've been knocking it out the park with the episodes, man.
I appreciate that, bro. Thank you.
Keep doing your thing. I'm working on getting you some more guests too.
Okay.
So.
Okay. No problem. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we might have to do some FaceTime and stuff.
Okay, that's fine. That's no problem.
But I'm working on getting you some more guests.
Okay.
You know what I mean? From my walk.
Okay.
You dig? So dudes that cut from my cloth.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So,
I'm with it. I'm all with it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So you know me, I'm always, when I talk to certain people, I always have your show in the back of my mind. Because if I tell somebody, man, I need to get you on the show, that's you should take that as high marks. Because we just don't invite anybody up here.
Oh yeah, nah, yeah. Will's Towers is sacred.
Sacred. Sacred hallowed ground. Just like old D. Marie spot. Sacred hallowed ground.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I mean? It's the instant truth once you set foot on the property. It's like a barrier. Once you step through that barrier, you know what I'm saying? Your weapons are disabled. You know what I'm saying?
Your grenades don't work.
You know what I mean?
Your swords turn to styrofoam.
Yeah, swords turn to styrofoam. The blades become dull. You know what I mean? And so and you can't do nothing but talk it out.
Absolutely.
Because Mama G, there's this. I'm sorry, I'm dragging on the convo, but good, Mama gives you certain looks that'll just crush you like a Coke can, bro.
Yes, indeed.
Like, all right, Mama. She just gives. She'll furrow that brow,
and then she'll say the simplest things. Now that wasn't too nice, was it? boy. Mama know how to put some words together.
Yes,
man.
Indeed, boy. She just, oh man, but it's the look for me though, boy. Mama give you that look. Aaron. All right, Mama.
Man, I forgot to turn my sign on, man.
That's all good. Cecile been holding us down.
Yeah,
listen,
sure.
I'm telling y'all, catch this right now, man. Cecile is off limits. Cecile is my girl.
Oh my God.
You my girl. Cecile is my girl. Don't touch her. You speak to her. And that's it. Sammy, you put your hands on my girl one more time, man. It's gonna be me and you out in the backyard, man. With shoulder pads on, man. In the football, man.
Oh my gosh.
There's gonna be a defensive lineman going up against a cornerback, man.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna get it in, man.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, I'm playing. Love you, Sammy, man. Take care of that family, bro. Love you, Sam.
Yes, indeed, bro. Well, we gonna go ahead and head out.
Yeah.
We got some discussions to do with this gaming going on. So we're gonna take care of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On another note. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you for coming out, bro.
Thanks for inviting me.
You know, it's always an honor. Always
Thank
an
you.
honor.
Thank you.
To have.
It means a lot, man. It means a lot. It means a lot. It's therapy for you. It's therapy for me as well.
For sure. You know what I'm saying? It's therapy. It's therapeutic. It's content, of course.
And it puts a smile on your face.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. I be looking forward to these days.
Yeah, man.
I'd be disappointed if I couldn't do. If there's. I mean, I know every now and again I got to take a break. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I'd be disappointed. Like, dang, I didn't do a podcast this week. But I mean, it's been pretty steady.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The year's almost gone, man.
Yeah. Can you believe it, bro?
We are almost. This is 29. We almost episode 30.
Wow.
So. That's an accomplishment.
Consistency is key.
Yeah, consistency is key in everything.
I do I want to end off on. I'm gonna end off on a quote unquote sappy note because you see that's my nickname. That's your nickname, Sappy. But I don't know if you know or realize how much I appreciate you actually calling me during the week.
Oh man.
When I'm in the truck and when I'm not in the truck. Mm-hmm. Because you notice, what does it turn into?
A deep conversation.
Deep conversation, and you always get something out of it.
Yeah, I do.
Like it's like, talked about before. Call me up, Aaron. I want the college revamp. What? I want that college revamp. All right, man. Call you back a couple hours later. I got it. Aaron, update the rosters. All right, man. Aaron, why you deleted the draft classes when we could have threw some things on my 24th, man? He didn't let me. Even I was like,
God, man.
Even I felt so bad. I didn't know that they was able to do it, but I felt so bad because, dude, we had like 8 draft classes.
Yeah,
immaculate.
Yeah,
immaculate.
Yeah,
immaculate draft classes, and I deleted them.
Yeah, bro.
He's definitely gonna let me forget that.
I'm not, man.
And I feel bad because, man, he broke all them records.
Yes, I did.
The best 4-year season by a running back, and I thought he was only gonna do 2 years. I lost money 2 years in a row on this dude because he stayed all 4. Mm-hmm. He said, "No, I want to break the rushing record. Mm-hmm. I want to break the total touchdown." He obliterated it. Touchdown. I'm not going to delete that franchise, but we're going to have to start it over.
Bring it on, man. Y'all pay attention to the Twitch, man. When we start it over, we are going to take y'all from the beginning.
Yeah.
Pay
attention to the Twitch and pay attention to the YouTube.
Yes.
Because you got to put it on YouTube, bro.
I will.
All right. Cool beans.
I will, man. But I appreciate you, bro.
No doubt.
I love you, man.
Love you too, my G.
Man, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all, man.
Absolutely.
All the watchers, the listeners, man, the people that's been supporting us this whole way.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Just remember, man, go down there to mentalgame.net, man. Get you something, man. Pop-up shops.
Oh, boy.
Pop-up shops. I'm trying to find a vendor right now, like a local vendor.
We gonna work on something, man.
Yeah.
We working on something. Just be patient with us, y'all. We working on something.
Yes, indeed.
We working on something.
Yes, indeed.
To where it's gonna be some changes coming.
Absolutely.
Some big time changes coming. So we just gotta make sure that the financial side of it is straight.
Mm-hmm. And it gotta make sense. It's gotta make sense for everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we gotta keep the lights on in this place.
Yes, we do.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we do. And we're gonna get some better equipment. I mean, dude, a lot of stuff is coming down the pike, man. Just wait. Man, I'm telling you, dude. Just wait. Mm-hmm. Just wait. Give us a little bit. Give us a little minute.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, y'all gonna see the difference.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. But We'll see y'all next time, man.
No doubt.
Appreciate y'all as always. Yeah. Hey, man. And we out.